He writes the intriguing stories that make us laugh, cry, and gag. Executive producer, Stephen Nathan. Basically do not need an introduction, but it deserves to be said that we all really wouldn't be here without their stunning performances over the last 10 years. That kind of longevity is not something you see often in television. So as Seeley Booth and Temperance Brennan, they bring to life really one of the most complicated and multi-dimensional couples on television, not to mention sexiest. So it's my great honor to introduce David Boreanaz and Emily Deschanel. Let's just do that for like an hour. That looks so fun. Whoa. So guys, David, I think your chair's over here.
Number five.
Oh, do you want to move? You're here.
Oh, you're over there?
I'm over there.
Yeah, I don't want you sitting next to me.
Why?
I don't know.
Did he not want to sit next to you? Are you going to take a selfie? Oh, that's...
Are you taking it? Okay. Taking a picture?
Ridiculous.
Get it? It's you in there. Take a picture of the...
Oh, really?
I got one of them, but now the lights are up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You got it?
We're here. We're back.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, we're ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
Ready. Hi, babe.
Hi.
I felt like I just saw you. I just saw you yesterday.
I saw you backstage.
Well, I saw you yesterday. We were doing a scene, remember?
No.
What scene?
Well, it was a great scene. It was, I showed up and she was looking at bones.
That's not true. You didn't shoot a scene like that.
You were looking at bones.
No,
you
we were outside of an attorney's office.
But you were still looking at bones.
Yes, but they were covered by flesh.
Yes.
It was a human person.
I was looking at, if you were talking about bones, I'm talking about looking at you right now and seeing that you have bones inside your body. Yes, I was looking at bones.
Well, you're always looking at bones, which is a good thing.
That's kind of how that
I look
works.
at bones.
Yeah.
You're moderating.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this might not be resolved
I would
today.
happily give up my place so you can moderate. No, that's awesome.
No, go ahead.
But what episode were you working on? What episode number?
One.
One?
One, first
Of
one.
season.
Yeah. Well, okay, well, we left off last season, obviously, with you in a kind of a precarious position. Tell me, set it up for me, kind of how we pick up the season. 4 months, I hear, has passed when we pick up.
Stephen?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we're picking up 4 months later. We're kind of doing this in real time. We saw Booth getting hauled off to jail and saw Booth and Brennan being split apart. And 4 months later, we come back with clearly Booth in jail, and Brennan and everyone else doing everything they possibly can to find out anything that could spring Booth and resolve this situation with the conspiracy that they've uncovered. And we start when Brennan and Angela, everybody at the Jeffersonian, has finally gotten a break in the case. They've exhumed a set of remains that could possibly resolve this case. So that's where we start, but we don't want to say anything else because we want to be surprised.
I'm in jail.
And you're beardy.
A little bit,
A
yeah.
little scruffy.
Look, I'm 45, I can't grow a beard full. This is the best I can do. Sorry, bye.
It's pretty good.
Not bad, right?
No, I think it looks pretty good.
It's okay. You guys like it? It's good, it works. We may have to do like one of those scenes in the bedroom where she shaves me with a straight edge. I pitched that the other day and didn't go over too well.
I'd be scared I would cut you.
You probably would not.
I probably would.
You probably would. But it would be
Pretty clumsy, let's be honest.
It could be kind of funny.
It'd be very tense.
You don't think like...
Well, not if I really cut.
I'm not saying about cutting.
David.
You cut the tie, cut the buttons down the shirt.
Oh yeah. Sure. I feel like that's been in things though before.
Yes.
It's in like a James Bond film.
shaving cream commercial.
Shaving, yeah.
I kind of loved how you were writing fan fiction up here. I kind of dug that. That was not bad. Yeah, put that one on fanfic.net. I like it.
It's exciting to be back in episode 1, season 10, which is quite remarkable.
It's amazing.
And I want to thank the fans so much.
It's all because of you.
It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Give yourselves a big round of applause.
But when we come back, tell me about how Booth is handling being in the joint.
Well, the food's not too good, and I don't think he's too overly concerned about that. I think we will see a different side of him. I always kind of like to think of him as a little bit, when he comes out, it might be a little PSTD triple. The effects of not trusting anyone with inside the bureau.
PTSD.
I said PTSD.
I think you said it, PTSD.
You added.
Is this being recorded? Did I?
You made PTSD worse by adding more letters.
It's that bad.
It is.
The letters got all mixed around. It's that bad.
So, anyway, I think that he is definitely in a state of confusion with his present state of mind, where he fits in the bureau, where he fits in life, where he fits with Brennan. Things have just shattered around him. His family, he's riddled with a couple bullets, and he's gonna...
There it is, bullets. I love it how you say bullet.
Bullet.
Drive me crazy.
Bullet. What is wrong with the way I say bullet?
Bullet.
Bullet.
Bullet. This isn't
Sorry, it's bullet. I don't say bullets, it's bullet.
Bullets?
Fuck, it's bullet.
You never heard this before?
There are so many bullets in the first episode.
I'm sorry, I say bullets. I don't say bullets. It sounds like you're saying mullets. Move it in. I say bullets. You say bullets. Tomato, tomato. This is why the relationship works. Look, we have foundation. We have bones. We don't live in castles.
Why did you bring that up?
I am not bringing anything up. I love castles. I love drawbridges. But in order to get those things, you need bones. Foundation. And that's what we have. That's all I'm saying.
A good foundation.
Look, I'm just trying to be kind. That's who I am.
He always talks in metaphor, if you haven't realized that.
And that's, I like to do that. I'm talking in metaphors, so take what you would like off of that.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about bones. And bullets. I said bullets and you said bullets.
Bullets and
Bullets and mullets.
Anyways, I'm riddled with bullets
And mullets.
and mullets
That's what
and
they're covered.
stuff. So and he's really confused.
Yeah. And how
I think what's different about picking him up at this point is that he's been in war zones before, he's been shot at as an FBI agent, but this is the first time that he's been betrayed by an institution that he devoted his life to, that he's risked his life for, and he's been betrayed by that institution. And it really shakes the foundation of the entire premise of the show. You know, whether he can trust the FBI, how he can get back to work. So it's a big hurdle for him to overcome, especially with all the bullets. They're flying everywhere.
Is this going to be the topic of conversation? He said bullets instead of bullets.
Emily,
Yes.
how is Brennan dealing with things? I mean, do we get a sense of how she's coped over the last 4 months with all of it?
Well, it's very hard because she has to find a new house for that. That's really hard. Yeah, I mean, you know, clearly. We have to find a new place to live.
Waterbed?
Maybe.
Nice. Spring action. Floods.
You know, Booth is in prison. She's with her child alone, and it's very worrisome for her because Booth is not safe in prison. He's a federal agent. He's put a lot of people in prison who don't like him. Even the guards don't like him. He's not safe there.
I
So,
have one friend in prison.
is he really your friend?
Yes.
We'll see. So, it's very dangerous for Booth to be where he is, and it's very stressful and scary and terrifying, and she's her daughter to care for, but she puts her focus in her work when things are overwhelming, and by working on the remains we're working on with this body that we exhumed, we hope to find some answers with the conspiracy, which will hopefully clear Booth and exonerate him in some way and get him out of prison, and we get to the bottom of the conspiracy, which is key as well. So she's just focusing on her work. When things get overwhelming and huge and scary, that's what she does, and that's what's happening, but it's been very hard.
Wow.
I'm going to start talking to you.
Amazing. I wasn't doing that.
What were you doing?
I was amazed at how you summed everything up in such a beautiful way.
He was
It was gorgeous. It was so beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
I'm not speaking again.
I'll speak for you. It went to... Brennan, what do you want to say? Okay.
I could just watch this all day, like silently. Stephen, she mentioned the end of the conspiracy. How quickly is that going to wrap up this season?
Well, the conspiracy is something that's been going on, we'll find out, for decades. So while they can catch one murderer, that doesn't mean that all murder stops. So they will put a stop to this within the first few episodes, but the reality of some sort of shadow government or some sort of conspiracy can't go away completely. So it's something that will kind of be on the canvas of the show, certainly for this season. And I think we try to do that when we deal with a serial killer or any kind of big events in the show. It stays with the characters and it stays with the show.
Right. It's not like, oh, I'm buried and now I'm cool. Like they see that play out. Yeah. How do you balance sort of the end of a big arc and the beginning of the next? Like, are we going to see another big conspiracy or killer this season after we conclude the actual conspiracy that we're working on right now?
Well, we don't know how complete the ending is. It's possible that we could deal with another serial killer. We just wanted to find a way to have an ongoing story that doesn't necessarily revolve around a serial killer. We've done a lot of serial killers.
Yeah. Emily, you mentioned a new house. So you get new digs. That's exciting.
Sorry?
You get a new house?
Yeah, it's a new house. It's nice.
Was
It's
that
on
like-
wheels.
Are we allowed to say that? We just did.
It's a mobile home. It's a mobile home.
Yeah, you got a...
Mobile home.
Well, we have to have someplace to live.
Yeah,
mobile
Not
home.
saying where it is.
All right,
Mobile
you
home.
can tease it. It's
It's a mobile home, people. Why is that so hard to understand? It's a mobile home. It's got wheels. We tow it. She picks me up in prison in the mobile home.
Why do they not believe you?
We go mobile. We're back.
No, it's a tent. It's a very nice tent.
We're back.
If you will.
Oh, yes.
After this panel, they're going to get punished by being put in a tent. Is that what you're saying?
There's a tent? Nice. We have a mobile home and a tent, and I say bullets. It's exciting.
Tell me a little bit more about some of the other cases that you have cooked up this season. What are some other fun stuff?
The other, we certainly want to have Booth and Brennan go undercover again. So we are working on that. We're actually, it's as we always do, go to the sublime, from the sublime to the ridiculous. We're going to be murdering somebody like Rush Limbaugh, and not Rush, but perhaps somebody.
We're going to Russia?
What?
I can't hear what you're saying. You're going to Russia? I heard Russia.
You're going to Russia. We're killing Rush Limbaugh.
Okay.
We're going to be dealing with the world of psychics. We're also going to be dealing with immigration, but doing it from a human trafficking point of view. So it's really it's an episode about slavery, domestic slavery, which is actually a real issue. So
Big issue.
yeah, very big issue. So that's going to be an important show for us. Psychics. Actually, you know what?
Do you have notes?
No.
Cheat sheet?
Oh, we're doing kind of our version of Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, fun.
That's going to be nice.
This is where I find out all the information. I never know these things until...
And the ice hockey episode, right?
And we're doing
And the one where we go to Philadelphia and we watch the.
Are you
We're doing an ice hockey episode.
Oh,
Flyers going to Philadelphia. We're going to see really what happened to Lady Liberty.
just talking.
No, go ahead.
No. And then we are doing murder at a forensic convention. So we are in a forensic convention with hundreds of people, all of whom can do the perfect murder.
That's like Clue.
What?
That's the game of Clue.
Oh, it's a game of Clue.
That's fantastic. Who do I get to play? Mr. Plummer.
You're going to be
In
Colonel
the
Mustard.
observatory with the bone.
Is a bone a murder weapon in the episode?
No.
Oh, someone said they can be. Yeah, if you broke it, we can stab some bone, hit them over the head and femur. I don't know.
I just thought about this.
I thought about these things.
You definitely thought about this.
This is how we work the stories out.
Phalange them to death.
We just sit around in private.
Phalange someone to death.
Yeah, it's fun in several people.
Yeah.
So are any of the episodes that you mentioned the 200th, or do you have something special kind of cooked up for that?
Good question.
The 200th episode.
Any of the ones you've mentioned, you've talked about the 200th, or is there something?
No. The 200th is going to be a special episode. It's going to be one of our odd ones. Not going to be a typical murder. And I think Hart
Your dead
will
body?
come back, and Hart and I will write that one together.
Really?
Yeah, it's 200. We got to get back together.
Is there a dead body?
No.
Yeah.
We've had it with murder.
Well, you said it's nothing like a regular Bones episode, so I'm curious.
No, it won't be. There'll be elements of regular Bones episodes, but let us work it out.
Okay.
We'll work it out.
Very
There
concerned.
might be some bullets. I'm not sure.
Bullets.
That's
not. I know somebody interrogates someone. I'm going to say bullets.
Wait, is there anybody from Philadelphia here?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Do you guys say bullet too?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Support. Buffalo. I heard
Oh
support.
yeah, you're from Buffalo.
You're from Buffalo. I'm from
Born
Buffalo.
in. Wait a second. Slow.
Anybody from Buffalo?
Okay.
One person escaped.
I like in
I escaped.
Philadelphia accent. How do you say what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Well, no, I mean Saturday. Well, not Saturday. When do we start
Car.
work again?
Say car.
What day of the week do we
Don't say
start working?
car. Say car. Car.
Do I say
And a
car?
car. Let's say Buffalo. You want to go to the car?
No, but
Go for driving a
how do you
car.
say the first day of the week?
The first day of the week. That's right. She said it's the first day of the week. I say it Tuesday.
See, yeah, he doesn't have a Philadelphia accent because you'd say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's how my
very
dad.
slippery. It's mind tactics. It's how I interrogate.
Trained actor, and you can change how.
Oh yeah, I'm trained. All right.
I don't know why you would choose to say it.
I'm theatrically trained in English motives. That's a whole other conversation.
So what other accents will they be showing off this season? Like,
How about a Russian accent? That'll be very topical today.
you are
What do you think?
No, come back. I swear to God I'll be good. Promise. That's why they put me in prison to begin with. Here's a great idea. Let's put David in prison so we don't have to deal with him during the other days. It'll make our schedule really easy. Put him in an orange jumpsuit. He loves the Flyers. And put handcuffs on him and put him behind bars.
So he's going to be there half the
Maybe we
season.
should keep him in jail longer.
Rewrites are coming.
But serious question, guys. So if somebody had told you at the beginning of season 1 that you were going to be on this stage, you know, getting ready to do episode 200, I mean, what would you? Would you believe them? Like, that's kind of crazy.
No, I wouldn't believe him. It's just so hard to even conceive doing a show for this long. It's a decade. we've gone through so many different things in our lives. Personally, our characters have been through so much. It's an incredible thing, and really thanks to our fans for following us to every night of the week and every time and watching us consistently. We wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you so much.
It's I think today is kind of for me, like, I don't like to look back. I'd like to look presently what we're working on now, and I'm just gonna laugh at this. I think it's always a moment-to-moment thing with me for the show, and always has been. We got the pilot, worked on the pilot, and people said, well, what are you going to feel like if it goes a year or 2 years? And I was just concerned about episode 1, season 1, first scene up. And today it's the same thing for me. I just enjoy the work so much with a fantastic person to my right here who has been there for me for so many things and has elevated our characters together. We continue to work hard at that because we don't want to take it for granted and we want to entertain you guys. And for us, it's always constantly raising the bar. And for us, it's always maintaining that sense of what's important is the next scene. What's important is the next moment. It's not 2 years from now or episode 500 or episode 1000. No. It's really about the moment, and that's what I cherish the most. And also seeing the people that come into the Bones family of co-stars and directors, and it's just a fantastic experience to see someone come into this world that we entertain into the show, and then they go off and be successful. To me, it's one of the biggest joys to be a part of that. So I thank Stephen and Hart for allowing us to do that every day, and the crew is, and people come and say we got the best crew, but honestly, genuinely,
We do.
feel like we really have the best crew. Stay with us.
It really was unbelievable to go even 5 years. I mean, to go 10 is was inconceivable. But these guys, feel the same way. It's been they're inspirational in that they've kept these characters alive, so that when we sit down to write, there's always something new. It doesn't feel stale, it doesn't feel old. I've worked on shows where after a year or 2 years, you just want to kill yourself because there's nothing else to do. And here, 10 years later, we're excited to sit down because there's so much more. So hopefully we'll see you when we're going into the 20th season. It really does have a life of its own in the best possible way.
Who knew you could kill people in so many different ways?
I know. That is amazing.
And solve the crime in so many different ways. That's a testament to the writers. I mean, that's just a piece of what they do, but they always are doing something, upping the ante. You guys, from how disgusting the body is to what's going on with the characters, everything's fresh and different, and it's just.
Well, we try. I have to say a little shout out to the writers, John Collier, who runs our writers' room. And we have some writers here today.
Emily Silver,
Emily's here, right? Where's Emily?
Where is Emily?
Emily should stand up.
Yes, there's Emily.
I can't see her.
And, it's just an amazing group of writers who help keep the show fresh and new stories, body finds, ways to kill people. Everybody should be very nice to us. We can kill you in so many different ways.
And then dispose of the body.
Oh, we can dispose of the bodies so beautifully now.
Wow, that's getting spooky up here.
That was getting kind of creepy, yeah. That's a little creepy. So we're going to take fan questions in just a little bit, so start queuing up, lining up. But first I'm going to take a couple of Twitter questions. The first one is from @Brennan Booth, who's also apparently an identity. At Brennan Booth, and she wants to know, will Emily direct an episode of Bones this season?
Oh, I don't know. I wanted to direct an episode before, and then I got pregnant, and that was too much. And then, I have a child, so every moment that I have that I'm not working, I want to spend time with him. But it's something that could be a possibility that I talk to, you guys at some point. But, my focus has changed a bit, being a mom. It's true, it changes your life to be a mom. But it would be nice if that happened sometime, yeah.
I think it would be great, don't you?
We definitely want it to happen. It should happen.
Yeah,
It should happen.
I think.
And David, he's directed some pretty damn good episodes.
He's great. He has the bar is so high.
Now you're talking like him.
I thought you said the buy is so hard.
But I'm
You share an accent.
The biceps are so hard.
his biceps are so hard. They are actually. But the bar is so high because David is such a good director. So it's intimidating, honestly. But maybe it'll happen someday. It'll be fun. Thank you for asking us, Brennan Booth.
Are you directing the 200?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
It's going to be about a dead body. Find a dead body.
Bullets.
Riddled with bullets.
Maria wants to know, she asked Emily and David to describe each other in 3 adjectives. Ooh.
Oh, 3 adjectives. Okay. To Emily or Bones, the character? Just Emily?
Said Emily.
Emily. Tempestuous, which I love. That's a great word. She's very tempestuous, beautiful, sensual, strong, independently.
That's more than 3.
How many words?
I keep going.
You're into 5 now.
I am, right? All right, I'll stop. I did
David?
5.
Spontaneous, fun, crazy.
Wait a second now. Wait a second. Someone says crazy, and she just goes right with crazy. I'm not crazy.
In a good way.
An adjective with a clause.
I think my next character should
Talented,
be crazy.
handsome, what else? Sexy, hot,
She went over 5.
Come on. I'm here all day. We can stay on this.
he has great instincts. That's 3 words together. Only count as 1. I don't know. You can go on and on.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some fan questions because I know you all are excited.
Fan questions, fan.
Oh. Fan questions, fan questions, time for fans. It's time for the
That needs to be a GIF.
questions.
Now we're taking time away from fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fan questions.
There's a lot of questions, right? A lot of pressure on you.
The first fan question is from.
Hi, my name is John. I'm from San Diego.
Hello, John.
And my question is for David and Emily. Over the course of these past 10 seasons, you guys have used a ton of weapons, and I was wondering what your favorite weapon was to use.
Weapon of choice, my friend. Weapon
50
of
caliber revolver that I had back.
I thought it was your wit.
whipping weapon. A weapon of the
Yeah, that would be good. My whip.
mind. Is
Yeah.
my mind a weapon? It's a weapon. Going in to interrogate someone. Weapon. Straight out A1 steak sauce on the plate, baby. No chive, baked potatoes, sliced down the middle. Oh, I want answers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's my weapon, man. My mind. Zero in boot.
I kind of feel like I'm sitting with Robin Williams right now.
Oh god.
You
Wait till I'm 91.
every weapon ever made.
The end of last
questions.
Next thing.
Do you have a favorite real weapon?
Yeah, nunchucks. Haven't seen them yet. Gonna break them out. Season.
What's your next fan question is
It's
from?
stuck in my head.
I'm Mac. I'm from Orange.
Nice.
Orange. You're from Orange?
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm from Apple.
I'm from Banana.
And I rule the universe.
you mentioned that there were going to be psychics in the episode, so is Cyndi Lauper going to come back?
Avalon Harmonia.
We want Cyndi to come back definitely. We're hoping that the episode coincides with her availability.
She's wearing a lab coat. From Temperance Brennan herself.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm from San Diego, originally from the Philippines. My question has to do with Booth's family. I
They're all
know
messed
that
up.
Booth's dad's death was dealt with in a very emotional episode for Booth, but not shown or addressed. The Bones family recently lost Ralph Waite. I was wondering if you were planning on addressing that in an episode like maybe Hank Booth's death.
Yeah.
That was a very tough thing to have happen. He was fantastic to have on the set. It was a great person, just besides being an actor, and we're thoroughly going to miss him. But Stephen can answer that one.
We definitely want to deal with it. It's been a very difficult situation for us because when it occurred, we were finished with the season, and we don't want to exploit his death, to be honest, and to bring it up later, especially after what's happening in the first half of this season, makes it difficult, but we do plan to address it.
Fan questions. Who's next? Fan questions. Hi.
Hello.
Who's next?
Who's next on Fan Question Network?
Alex. Allie.
Allie.
I'm originally from San Diego, but my mom's from Clarence, New York. David, I don't know if that rings a bell, but
Where's that?
Clarence is Buffalo.
yeah, it's in Buffalo.
It's out of
He
Clarence.
moved out of Buffalo when he was young.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember the beauty and glamour that is Buffalo.
I remember Buffalo because
I remember Clarence.
summer there.
Yeah.
Why? Really? Why?
My dad was shooting the National there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It was shot the
My cousin baked
Parkside
that, dude.
I
Candy.
know,
It was
his
right
cousin
around the
baked
corner
it.
from where he
Story.
What'd you say?
Yeah, so meanwhile, I'm back at the Yankee.
What?
All right. Oh, you know what? She
Who's on the
She hasn't even asked her question.
I was wondering if you were ever thinking about doing a musical episode.
Well,
You hear how great that sounds and you just
I'll answer this one. Hart hates musicals
with every
more
cell in his
than
body.
anyone in the world, and vowed that it would never happen on his watch. He's now doing another show, so maybe, I don't know, maybe.
I don't think Booth's going to be singing.
Steven started his career in
That's
musicals,
not-
so
That's
it's a possibility.
I did.
Buy the
It'll
original
be
cast
fun.
album and I will torment you.
I'm not singing. I'm out. I can drink a beer in the shower, have a song, a little Crystal Dew.
See, there we go. Now we're working out the story.
Fan questions, fan questions.
There's your musical.
Fan
Next.
questions, fan. Who's next?
Who's next on the Fan Question Hotline?
Hi, my name is Sharon. I'm from England. So you would be living in a caravan, not a mobile home.
All right, let's stop with that. Here we go. Caravan.
We take a lift there and then we get to the
Okay, when the Who's saying, I'm going mobile, they weren't saying, I'm going in a caravan van. It wouldn't work. They would say, I'm going mobile.
What's your
I don't know what my point is. All right, fish and chips.
Well, my question is a bit of a request for
Yes.
Emily to do her nerdy bones laugh. I love that laugh.
my nerdy bones laugh.
Yeah, when you're telling
Probably just my laugh. I don't know.
I didn't know you had one. It's amazing.
I have to. Yeah,
Cool, that's good. Is that it?
I don't know. Was that it, Sharon?
Not-
Is that good? Okay, here. Fan questions. Fan questions. Fan questions.
Hello, how are you?
My question is, I know that there have been lots of rumors throughout the years, if Zach is ever going to come back. He was my favorite character and we would all really love to see him come back.
He's here today. Do you know that?
No.
He's here, I think, at 2 o'clock signing autographs.
Whoa.
Eric Milligan.
Oh, really?
What is it, 19? Booth 19.
19.
We love Eric Milligan and Zach Addy so much, but that's a question for Steven, but we love him.
Yeah, there's no plans at this point because of the situation he was in when we left him. You know, the show has kind of moved on with new characters, you know, and characters come and grow. So he's still in our minds, and there's always the possibility that something like that could happen, but we have no plans, we have no immediate plans for that.
The 200.
200.
Maybe.
Wow, man.
What about Hodgins' brother? Are we going to see him again?
He has a brother?
Who? Me? My brother?
Hodgins' brother.
Hodgins' brother. Oh, Hodgins' brother.
Hodgins'
yeah.
brother,
When did that happen?
Last season.
we will see.
Read the episode.
Oh, you know what, David? You've got to watch the show. It's really good.
Great.
Oh my God.
Oh, let me see.
I got
Booth bones. Oh, okay, next.
No, we will see Hodgins' brother again.
That's cool.
That's a
Is
really
he rich
interesting
too?
storyline.
Is he wealthy? Does he own the
Well,
other half?
there's issues with that.
There's issues.
But you should watch it. We should watch the show
I know he's
sometime.
got a brother.
Fan questions. Fan questions.
Yes.
Yes. Fans.
My question is for David.
Yes, sure.
Why don't we see the cocky belt buckle anymore?
Oh,
Yeah, David, why not?
That's a really good question. I think what's important for me is to continuously evolve with Booth in a way that makes sense. It was a specific decision for me to kind of put that on the shelf for a little bit because of his present state of mind, where he's at. You know, when I started the show, there was always little specific things that I would gravitate towards or have. I'm very prop heavy because I feel like there's some sense of.
You should see his pockets. There's so many props. So many props no one ever sees.
Yeah, there are.
Piles of props. I'm not kidding.
No, there's a lot.
It's like a ton of
that-
props.
and-
Like his inner work. I don't know.
And-
He puts it in his pockets.
Yeah. Well, where else am I going to put them?
I don't know.
You're going to be pulling a wagon with your props.
Yeah, I could do that. No, it's definitely is a choice. It's a detailed choice, and maybe that will come back into full. But for now, it's in bay. I hope that answered your question. Thank you, fan. Fan questions.
Fan question.
Who's next?
Fans. Hi.
Hi, I'm Hope. I work at Sonoma State University.
Poison ivy.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
my son went there.
Really? No way.
Yes, he did.
Very good.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
All right. I hope the question's not about that. What did he do?
I just really admire the way you so elegantly put in social issues into this season, religion, LGBT, medical marijuana, all of that. And I was just wondering your processing around that and kind of how you do that so well.
Well, I think it's important for us. I mean, we have a big forum here. I mean, millions of people watch us every week. And there's a certain responsibility to look at and deal with issues that really affect everybody, or issues that should affect everybody, or things that we shouldn't forget about. And I think it's something that we focus on every year. And as I said, this year we're going to be dealing with human trafficking and slavery. Actually, Emily is the one who's going to be writing that episode.
Emily Silver, who's the writer.
And she
Not me. I can't write.
But I think it's just an important part of keeping the show real. We can have a good time, we can just do, thrillers, we can do comedic episodes, but it's very important to go back and focus on things that are important, whether it's animal rights issues, something that's important to Emily. We did the Patriot in Purgatory, dealing with 9/11 and religious issues.
Homeless.
It's something, what, sorry?
Is it homeless?
yes, you know, homeless issues, and we will continue to do that. It's important for us.
Glad you like it.
Thank you.
Fan questions, fan.
Captain America is back.
I'm Peter. I'm actually from DC, so that's definitely cool.
Nice.
For you. David, I'm jealous that you got to work with Bones and Buffy, but my question's actually for Emily.
And you? I will take a water break. Water break time.
As someone who practices counseling psychology, do you actually hate psychologists in real life?
Wow.
No, I've been to therapy many times. I absolutely, I believe in therapy. Yeah. Wow. No, definitely.
Great.
So it's very difficult for me to say I hate psychology. No. It's an interesting thing that Brennan is not interested in psychology, but she comes to respect it on some level. Yeah. Any question?
Hey, hi, I'm from Moscow. My name is Sabina. Yeah, fans of yours. My question is for Emily and for David. I was wondering, through all those years that you worked together, is there any acting tips you learned from each other?
Acting tips?
Yeah. Emily and I have worked extensively with an acting coach. Her name's Ivana Chubik, who's a very well-renowned acting coach, and we've worked with her for many years. And I think we both work differently, and we both have our own kind of sense of attacking scenes. And one of the beauties of working with someone who's so open to working with a coach is that the two of you get a chance to really kind of trust one another even more and use things that can motivate scenes. So I tap into that.
We learn from each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint one thing or another. It's not like some particular technique, but you know, just working with each other after so many years, you learn so much from each other as actors, as people, as you know, the characters too. But I've learned so much from David. I mean, you know, he'd done 2 series before he did this show, and I had never done a series before, and how to, you know, pace yourself and protect yourself when people are pulling you different directions. So things off camera too. I've learned so much from him. He's been so helpful to me. But yeah, we work together on the scenes before we do them a lot of times, and that's really wonderful. We love having that kind of work together and relationship outside of work to, you know, well, not outside of work, but outside of off camera to before we go on camera.
We're very present. If we're in a scene and it's a little bit chaotic and we've lost sense of what the point is, we just kind of collect ourselves before they start. The other production teams and directors like, action, go, action.
That happened the other day.
Action, go, action.
Set, action. Like, oh, hey,
relax.
Let's have a moment before we start the scene.
You know, we got to tap in. We got to do this thing.
We have like an eye contact thing. We just know.
Are you ready?
And then there's a kind of this, and you know, we're good.
Did you?
I don't know if that answered your question, but we talked.
Yeah, we talked.
Thank you. Fan questions.
Thank you, big fan. Ooh.
Hi.
Wow.
Hi. Alex, and I'm from Rancho Cucamonga. And my question is for Emily, and I was just wondering how it feels to like play an independent, you know, strong female character.
That is one of the main things I loved about this job and this character was how strong she was, how intelligent she was, how good she was at her job. And she has obviously things she struggles with and flaws like we all do, but when you do a television show especially, I think you have to think about, like Stephen was saying, you have a certain responsibility, and I think you have to think about what kind of images you're putting out there. And there's nothing that makes me happier than you know, younger girls saying they want to go into science because of this show, because you know, because you know, I just love having these strong female intelligent characters working in science as images, as not necessarily that they're role models, but in some way they can be, and I love that. And it's not just me, it's the different other female characters on the show are such interesting, strong women, smart people, so I love it. Thank you. Fan questions, fans.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
My name is Elisa, and me and my twin sister came here from Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
I have a lot of family in Portland.
Always wanted to go to Portland, Oregon.
It's nice.
It's nice, right?
Great,
It's
you have to
fun.
go.
Mountain biking, the love for the locals, bears.
Very green.
Green, good golf courses. Right here.
It's a great city. I go there many times a year. Yes. Yes.
Amazing.
So my question is there any scene that you particularly found, like personally, really gross, or like gag-worthy, or prop?
Gross?
Gross
Yeah.
props.
Oh,
Yeah.
like to like throw up gross? Or like just be like disgusting that's interesting.
I had to
Steven
put on
loves the
a
grotesque.
human hand glove once. That was pretty nasty.
Which
That-
one?
It was like maybe season 1 or 2. I had to we had to rehydrate a human hand skin.
You had to put your hand
the
in the
skin of a human hand, and I had to put it on my hand. Ugh. Couldn't eat my breakfast that morning. There's been some gross ones. We kind of get desensitized, unfortunately, but then strangely, when I watch the show, I get totally grossed out, even though I can, no problem going to work and I can eat my sandwich over the dead body, but if I watch the show, I'm horrified. Sometimes I can't watch my dinner. I mean, eat my dinner while I'm watching. I can't watch my dinner while I'm
And it's
eating the show.
amazing what people consider disgusting. I remember the one time the censors at the network, they're called standards and practices, not censors, but there was one body, which wasn't even a body, they said, you can't do that, you can't do it. It was a decomposed person in like, there was soup.
The bathtub.
In the bathtub.
Yep, bathtub.
It was like soup, and all you saw was like the top of the skull with a little bit of hair floating on it, and then the colors in the water. And I said, what's so bad about that? It's like, and they said, oh, it's what it makes you think. And I went, well, now you're telling people they can't think something, but I kind of understood. It was really revolting.
Stephen likes revolt,
smile,
but Stephen really when I direct him in prep and there's this body, it's gorgeous. Oh yes, and we gotta goop it up and we gotta make it
Because
slimy
I'm thinking about
and
that
disgusting. It looks
I can't
amazing.
watch it on
It's
TV.
sick. It's sick.
No, I know. I can't watch it on TV, but I like it.
The fake stuff. Yeah, we're all used to the fake stuff.
We have a certain responsibility to revolt you.
You're almost like Billy Van from the hilarious House of Frankenstein. Great guy.
I
Great
like when you
show.
imitate him like a supervillain.
What's that?
When you imitate Steven, you sound like a supervillain, like you're making him sound like he's this like...
Supervillain?
Yeah.
He is. I don't know. I imitate you sound like a supervillain
He imitates you, it sounds like a supervillain.
because he is.
Oh, I'm a supervillain. I know.
We have time for probably 1 or 2 more questions.
Okay.
Last question. Last
Hi, my name is Valerie and I'm from Maryland.
How are you? Good to see you today. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
My question is, in the earlier episodes, like the pilot, this question's for Emily, you're more not social and focused on your work. But in the later episodes, when you get married to Booth and you have your baby, you're more social and happy about things. Do you think that it's Booth and your baby that made it like that?
Yeah, that's a really wonderful question. It's something we talked about from the beginning, where one of the wonderful things about doing a TV show, especially one that's lasted for as long as this has, is that you get to see characters grow over time. And I think when you love someone deeply and then you are loved by them, that really can change somebody in wonderful ways. And we talked about Brennan's walls coming down and becoming a little more, a little less socially awkward and kind of more considerate of other people and aware of other people's emotions and her own emotions. And It's been wonderful to play that and to see character change over time, and especially because it is because of the love for Booth and his love for her, and I really love that. Great question.
I think it's important for all the characters to evolve, and Booth has changed because of his relationship with Brennan, and we want them to continue to evolve.
It's not the end. We're going to keep changing.
Fantastic. And with that, guys, thank you. Thank our panelists for coming.